ass and your mom yelling at you across the way.
Mine was gonna be Disneyland too, because it's always getting in trouble with Deandra.
Then your mom pretended she didn't know.
What? I don't remember that.
You grabbed a woman's butt?
Yeah, outside of the cars that was in there outside of store in California, and he went up and he honked her butt, and then Deandra was like, I don't know, I've been just kidding. I was like, go get your kid. Yeah.
One of my favorite memories would be burning.
She was asking for it. I just kidding.
True.
I don't know.
It was in front of his face.
I thought she was for that.
One of my favorite memories would be burning hornets' nests in the back of our dad's.
Oh, with the
yard.
magnifying glass.
Yeah.
I remember that magnifying glass.
Yeah.
I remember getting up above the fence and seeing that wheat field and being like, where the hell are we?
Yeah.
You were on the edge of the wilderness. Now their houses are probably, huh?
I don't know now. There probably is.
Okay, Parkus. Leandra,
Marcus Aurelius.
you're missing it.
My favorite story with Gideon was when we got lost for 3 days and we, parents didn't know where we were. We were in the outback and we survived.
I remember that.
Yeah, I know.
Good time. I'm glad we found you.
Is that true?
You found
Alright,
us.
Boston.
No.
It is true.
I'll never
It's
forget.
probably-
Were they
I'll
all-
never forget that Aboriginal wet nurse who nursed me
Oh
back
my
to life.
God.
Greg, these are fake stories. Don't you worry.
Not the real, but probably
Why?
one of my favorite funniest memories is when we played Minecraft. First of all, like when we thought Herobrine was in our world, so we like
Not
built.
thought, knew. That
Yeah,
was
we
true.
knew Herobrine was in
That
our
happened.
world, and we built a gigantic sky base. And then also the other time when I burnt down Gideon's entire house, and he lost everything.
Really?
Yeah,
That's a
that was
good one.
okay though. That was like
Wait,
my first
when?
house.
Yeah,
In
Gideon
the
Gideon
game.
went through
In the
every
game.
single stage of life. He went through like
Wait,
pissed
Minecraft?
off, crying, sad, happy
Then I
again.
think you were
Didn't talk to
jealous.
Boston, tried to
Mm.
destroy his stuff.
You mean the 5 stages of grief?
Dude, yeah, he went through 7. He had more than the 5 stages of grief.
Okay, Sham, did you already do yours?
I haven't. I have several. But my family was just barely talking about the time we were at Corn Bellies. And we were jumping on those big inflatable like pillow things. Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Gideon jumped, and I don't know if you fell and hit your nose or something.
You gotta hit a girl's head.
Oh.
Ah,
Yeah.
with
and
your
his
head?
nose was bleeding, and he comes running over. I'm like, oh man, and we're cleaning him up. He goes, Shabby, be honest with me. Am I gonna die?
I was like so much blood.
Yeah. And I'm like, and I was already panicked. I'm like, what do you mean are you gonna die? What did you do?
Be honest.
Honest, no, I don't know.
I don't want to say no, but I can't say yes.
I remember,
Be honest with
I
me.
remember asking that because right after I hit that girl's head with my nose, I like rolled off and I sneezed in
Oh, that's right. It was
and I
all
was like,
over.
what?
You look like you had a headache.
Wait, how old were you?
That's funny.
Not much older than you.
8 or 9, 10 maybe?
I actually
You said, like,
remember
not much
when
older.
It was.
Maybe 11.
It was just. I can't remember, but I think everyone was on track except for me, and I was off track.
Okay,
So
I'm
then-
on track, off track.
Yeah, so then I was over at your guys' house, and what was it? We went to your school and got like that jumping bean thing, and then
Oh, yeah.
after we
Yeah, the jumping beans.
we thought it was awesome, and we dressed up like gangbangers and walked around the neighborhood, and like I can't remember. It was not long after like your neighbor kicked your fence down or something like that.
This has Ethan written all over it.
I can't even remember, but it was pretty funny. Kindergarten.
It's downtown. That could
Alright.
have really
Yeah, I know. We could have gone south.
Okay, Isla,
It was our turf
What,
road.
me?
what's a good memory of Gideon? Not today, because he's been mean to you today.
What?
Was that
What?
today?
No.
Oh, never mind.
That was a little.
Oh, it was Elspeth. All right, go.
Okay. When we went to Disneyland, you know, like when I was like 5. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it? That's all you got?
What? I barely remember anything.
I kind of tuned you out that whole trip.
It's a memory of Gideon, not your earliest memory.
Earliest? I don't have an earliest memory. They're all blurry.
I remember that trip very distinctly though. I got in my mind's eye. I remember looking at the Tom Sawyer Island having both my earbuds in, listening to the new album that dropped. But that's all I really remember. I don't remember anything.
The new-
I didn't even
Me
know you were
either.
there.
The new album.
Empath.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Somehow, almost every day on every
doesn't matter.
Disneyland trip,
Okay,
Gideon
so-
always managed to
What?
find a new way to get in trouble.
Ben's memory.
My memory goes way back to Tuesday when Gideon, poor Gideon, was stuck 300 feet up a sandstone wall and hanging on with both hands, just like eyes closed, fear induced, and like he was being strangely silent. I'm like, you okay? He's like, holds up his hands, and they were so sweaty they were foamy.
Corroborated.
Like if he were to try to climb, it'd be like a snail just leaving on this trail of
The
slime.
place where I held my hand were like black with wetness against the other red rock. It was so moist.
He was so terrified there. That was on Tuesday. Yeah.
It was on his birthday.
That'd be a dad's favorite story.
That's how.
What about Ricky?
That's how I know. Even though he's a man now, he's still my little baby boy.
What about Rakita? Did you do yours?
Beyond your gifts.
My-
Oh,
Mine was